I never thought I'd ever make another video about teachers, but here we are. So despite my spellings when I'm writing scripts and my horrible fake accent, I'm actually a star student when it comes to English classes. Since the very first 5th grade, I've always been amazing. But no one cares about the primary years of school. Let's talk about my 4 English teachers in secondary, senior secondary. And apparently you're supposed to say teacher of English, but this is my channel and I don't care. So number 1, all we need to know about the first teacher is that she was a horrible teacher, and she still is. This teacher was simply awful. She couldn't teach, she was super rude, and she made herself seem like she could speak better English than any human being that came from England. She tries to make herself seem pretty as well, but we know better. I'm not gonna say much to avoid being rude, but all I'm gonna say is that she has more acne than your average 14-year-old, and she has a beard bigger than mine. 0 out of 10 for my first teacher. I hate her. The next teacher is not actually that interesting. She never did anything significant, so 7 out of 10, I don't know. Next up, we have Miss Thicky. Our third distraction. Our English teacher, sorry. I'm obviously not going to talk about how she taught, obviously. I'm going to talk about how we could never focus whenever she wrote on the chalkboard. This woman was everything that attracts men of culture. And to make it even worse, or better in this case, she always wore the tightest clothing on the planet. I should stop talking before I get demonetized. 60 out of 10. Our last teacher is our current teacher. In as much as she's similar to the previous teacher, she's actually my favorite teacher of English. And that is because she actually teaches and I can concentrate most of the time. I compete with this really good friend of mine, Cyril Laundry. He featured in these 2 videos, and we're both this teacher's favorite students. I should give her a name. Let's call her Mrs. Sweet Person. Yeah. She bought us lunch one time. Perks of being a favorite student. Overall, the thing I love about Mrs. Sweet Person the most is the fact that she actually makes me enjoy the lesson. Unlike a certain illiterate biology teacher, 10 out of 10 for her. She's awesome. Overall, I'd say the teachers were okay. As long as they're not rude or have beards or make themselves seem like they know it all, I'd be happy with them in my class. Well, it would be their class, but you get my point. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a script about a girl named Dimples, baby? That should be correct. Until then, listen to this end card. Okay, look at that. I made another teacher's video. Yay. So, fun fact, as I was going through my script, because I do that, I noticed that one teacher was missing. But she was just as boring as the second teacher, so I guess no one's really making a loss. But otherwise, do you have any teachers that you hate? That's too bad. You're probably not a favorite student. Honestly, I feel like mentioning the second teacher was pointless because she was boring. Sorry if you're watching this video, but it's true. Anyway, shout out to Mrs. Sweet Person if she's watching. Also, shout out to Warren. Shout out to Warden for reviewing my script for me. And shout out to Cyril Laundry for kinda being in this video. Stay in school, do well in English, be a favorite student, and watch TV.